You can still see that fin. Hold on. That's better. Recently, I have been getting into cake making and cake decorating in particular. And it all started when I got the brilliant idea to try to save some money and make my own wedding cake. My wedding is coming up towards the end of this year, and I thought that it would be a great way to save some money, especially, and also the style of cake. The style of cake that we wanted to go for is more like a traditional style cake, and personally I don't really see that sort of style being made anymore, and I'm sure that if it was to be made for around 100 guests, it would be quite expensive. I did a little bit of research, kind of went out on a whim, kind of just decided at last minute. I was like, oh yeah, I can totally make my own cake. But the defining detail was that I would not be making an edible cake. I'm basically just decorating a cake. And I guess for the past couple months, I have been sort of documenting and taking pictures of like practice cakes that I've done. I've done maybe around 3 or 4 cakes. And it's all to do with that same sort of vintage style. It's basically a lot of like piping work. Very popular within like the 60s, 70s, and even very early 80s, although obviously it did evolve. I'm more so looking at towards like the early 70s. The first time that I properly practiced, I made this round cake. I got everything ready and I was going to film like a proper like make a cake with me video, and then things just went so wrong. What? It just told me to take out 2 tablespoons and put where? Cornstarch? I don't have cornstarch. Do I? Oh, the joys of filming. Oh, the joys of filming, oh, the joys of filming. Don't mind my dirty oven. Pop our lovely cake in the middle. For about 25 to 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. Wish it luck. Wish it luck. So that just happened. And now all my buttercream is gone. But I ended up using whipped cream. I ended up using whipped cream for the icing instead. And although I had to keep sticking it into the freezer because it kept kind of melting, although it wasn't a hot day. But that one turned out like it tasted so good, but I put way too much sugar in the whipped cream, and so it was so sweet. But that turned out like really nice. And although the details were kind of mushed in together, I think it turned out really cute. And that kind of gave me the confidence boost. I was like, maybe I can do this. I really hate the dots that I did on the top. I don't know why I did that. Could have been better, but just practice for me. It's good practice. So, it's okay. It's alright. And I'm still definitely gonna eat it. I'll show you when I cut it open. way too sweet, but there's quite a lot of cake to cream ratio is pretty good. The second time I tried to make a cake, invited my friends over and we made a cake together, and that was a lot of fun. Like, we made this bright pink, or more of a muted pink cake, and we each took turns in like doing the different designs, and it turned out really cute, and it tasted pretty good as well. And I bought pre-packed, pre-made icing because holy heck.
Oh, I love these plastic plates to go without fine china. Conrad, you can just have a piece of cake. There's so much cake. There's so much cake, Conrad.
Oh, look at that scrumptious, scrumdiddlyumptious. Stop. And then the most recent cake, which I think turned out the most beautiful, I made a anniversary cake for me and my fiance, and it was like this muted pink with bright pink and yellow, and I had put raspberries on it, and it looked so cute. I think I used whipped cream again because it's just super easy to make. I tried writing on it. I don't know if the writing didn't look super good, but I think it turned out really cute. It tasted so good. Sadly, I didn't film that one because I was doing it at like 9 p.m. at night. I straight away committed to buying like a good amount of decorating tools, because as of now, I haven't actually started. I've got all the tools pretty much, but I haven't actually started like making the actual cake. But I just wanted to talk about it. Just wanted to like, you know, I am planning on making like a proper video of like the whole process, start to finish, of how I'm making my own dummy wedding cake, basically. But you know, that's for a future video. I will say that I've spent probably around like $250, and that's kind of like, I don't really need to buy anything else. I need to buy some cake boards, which is apparently really hard to find because online you can't really buy single ones. They all come in a pack, so that's kind of annoying. But other than that, I need to buy like fondant, because that can keep for months, so I am going to be using fondant. So this is going to be my actual wedding cake. Maybe minus a few of these. I don't think I want the first tier to be this thick, so it'll just be like, so it'll be more like that. It took a long time to find the right shape. The shape that I was going to go for, because when I first bought the foam cakes, basically, they were like what I just showed you. They were like, each layer was this thick. The more I saw like traditional photos and stuff, I realized that there was actually like an inch difference in between each of the layers, and that'll help like the shell border sit nicely on top of each other. $35 for the lot of them, because I bought a few more, like I said, because they were double. So I remember paying around $35. They'll be on pillars, like I was saying, because I love the look of pillars. The single will be like this, so it'll be, you know, I think that's the shape that I'm gonna go for. I ended up doing like a mock-up of like the style. Don't judge this too harshly because I don't think it turned out that nice. From afar, I think it looks cute. But that's the sort of style that I was kind of going for. So this is also one of those styrofoam thingies, and basically I used spackling We don't call it spackling in Australia, we call it just like wall filler, but I'm just gonna call it spackling because it was very, very hard to get it smooth. So if you look really closely, this is like, I wanted to see how it would dry, and it's like, you know, it doesn't flake at all. It's very dry. Obviously I can still break it, like I can break these individual shells off. It's stuck to the board, very light. If I was to drop it, it'd probably crack, but yeah, it's fine. Just leave it in my house as a decoration. It's kind of cool. This was my original idea. So I drew this up one afternoon, and I was originally going for like one of these two, like quite a smaller sized cake, but I don't know, the more I looked at photos, the more I realized that I actually like it on 2 layers that are on pillars, if that makes any sense. I think we're actually gonna go with this shape. So it's just like 2 spaces instead of 1, and much thinner 1 inch difference between like the 2 layers. I don't know if this is gonna stay like 1 layer or 2, but we'll see. So yeah, that's like the overall idea. We're gonna keep it nice and simple. Last month I was looking everywhere for like crystal pillars, you know, and I found like crystal look pillars, but they were still plastic, so they weren't actual crystal, and like you could kind of tell and whatnot. But then I was like, okay, it doesn't seem like anyone sells them. Gonna start looking for candle holders. I was looking online in marketplace secondhand, you know, because crystal candle holders are very expensive, and they're all huge. Like, they're not really meant for like tea light candles, they're meant for like big whopping candles, which is fair enough, you know. So very expensive, too large, and yeah, but one day I was walking into this just like homeware store, and I finally came across sort of the size that I need, although I will admit they're still quite like chunky. I found these lovely crystal candle holders, but I was thinking of using these as the pillars instead of like the skinny plastic looking ones. So I don't know if I have like 3 on each layer. I don't know. It kind of modernizes it, right? I'll get back to you on that one if I'm going to continue with that idea, but they're so beautiful either way, and if we don't end up using these, I'm going to use them somewhere in the wedding anyways. Like, I'll put it at the bridal table or something. They were $10 each, which is pretty reasonable. They're crystal, or they're a real crystal look, and they're really heavy. I bought this Mama, Big Mama, an American brand, and I've seen like every YouTuber that talks about how to make like fake cakes, they use this brand. It's a lightweight one, DAP, fast and final, and I got the 3.78 liter thing. So I have a strong feeling that this is not going to be enough for the size cake that I will be making. Around $70, 70 Australian dollars. We are obviously going to be having real cake, but it'll be pre-cut and like kept in the back, and then I am planning on like having a little section of the cake a little section of the bottom tier of the styrofoam cut out, and I'm going to be putting a slice of real cake, because when we do cut it, I have to cut into that. So hope you liked this sort of video. It's a bit more of a chit-chat sort of video. Sorry if I rambled on a little bit, but it's kind of where I'm at the moment in my creative experience, in my creative journey of this time of the year. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along and seeing my progress and letting me chat my little heart out about what I've been learning and what I've been spending my hard-earned money on. I hope it was informative. I hope it was interesting. I don't know. It's just kind of what I've been up to. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in another video sometime soon. I hope you guys have a nice day, lovely night, wherever you are in the world. I shall see you sometime soon. Take care.